Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to finally repot the living stones, the lithops, and other species. I'm not sure whether this one's an actual lithops or whether it's a different type, but they call it split rock, and it has the same care, so it's going to go there too. What I've purchased is this cute little container. This is the wrong type of container for this type of plant because there is no drainage. I'm going to take that into consideration. It's going to be going onto my window ledge, and it's really hard to find a nice long container that has a nice tray that goes along with it that will fit on a window ledge. I don't have particularly big window ledges, so this actually just fits on. I think it kind of hangs over the edge just a little bit, but it was cute, so I got it, and it was wide enough that I can stagger little living stones all around to make a little rock garden. So I got this pot. I got some charcoal. This is actually charcoal from my aquarium supplies. I'm just going to cut these bags open and lay them in the bottom. We'll deal with those in a second. I got some nice little stones that we're going to be putting throughout. I don't know how many we'll need, but just to decorate the pot, to make the stones look like they're living in amongst other stones. I've got this this gravel here. This was actually from my my aquariums as well. It was left over, so this is going to be all used as drainage in the bottom, as well as I'll put some on the top to just decorate around the stones as well. So okay, this is the first time I've actually opened these up and to see the root systems, so you're going to be learning just as much as me. These guys are said to have a tap root, so we'll see how they look. First we'll get the pot ready. I'll open these up. You could buy the charcoal in the garden centers. I wasn't going to use very much, so that's why I decided just to cut these open. But the charcoal in the garden centers, mine was, I think it was $6.99 for a bag of it. I know that I wouldn't go through it, so I thought I'd just use this. We'll just pour this in the bottom. This will keep odors down if there is any standing water. You don't water these living stones enough to create standing water, so it shouldn't be a problem. And because I'm using a pot with no drainage, I will be very conscious about these getting too much water. Also, just to let you know, it's midsummer here, and I now keep these plants outside, and the rain waters them. I just make sure that there's no standing water in the container. So as long as they're getting nice hot weather, nice direct sunlight, you could water them sort of like a regular houseplant. You just don't want them to be standing in water. You always want to dump out that tray and make sure that the soil is well drained. So we got a nice layer here of, you can't really see it, but we've got the charcoal layer in the bottom. Now I'm going to take some of this gravel. I'm going to put about an inch of gravel in there. I want to make sure that there's a really good level of drainage in there. I don't want these roots to sit in any water whatsoever. A little bit more. Okay, so that's nice. Got some all-purpose cactus mix. The last time I looked at this, I think it was a little too peaty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in a container, mix some of this all-purpose cactus mix. Put the whole bag in there. I'm going to mix this cactus mix with some horticultural sand. This will just increase the drainage just that much more. It's not an exact science. I'm just going to put a handful or two in. And then I'm just going to mix it all up. I'm not going to put a lot of perlite in this one. There's perlite in the cactus mix as it is. I find that perlite, when you water it, it comes up to the surface. I put it in my other tropical plants, but this I don't really want it to come up and show through the gravel decoration that I'm going to have in the top. So there's lots of sand in there now. You might not be able to see it, but I can see it's a good mixture of sand. It's a nice well-draining mix now. Break up any of these clumps. There's a lot of organic material in this, which is nice. So I'm just going to put a couple of handfuls of the soil down in the base here. Okay. Looks beautiful. So now we're going to take these stones out. You see that root system? That's a nice little root system. I don't want to damage the root system too much. I've got this pot over here to take any soil away that I can. And with these plants, it rained yesterday, so they're a little bit moist. So what we're going to do is we're going to plant them in here. I don't know where I want them all yet. And then we're going to let it dry right out. I'm not going to water it for at least a week, because if I do any damage to the roots, I want them to callus over and be strong enough to support themselves again. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit more difficult, because as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 plants in here, 4 different plants. So this one I'm going to be tearing apart the root system a little bit more, so we'll actually get to see what the root system looks like. Wow, look at that. It is a taproot. Can you see that? It's a lovely taproot. Goes down about 2 inches. You can see here where the old leaves have split. It's connected right at the root. So as these leaves shrivel up, that's where the water comes from to feed these new ones. So we're gonna, actually I'll probably just lay them here until I get them all sorted. Don't want to damage the roots too much. Ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to jar you guys. My elbow hit the tripod. A lot of little root systems in here. Come on, you guys. Separate. You're going to have a lot more space. There we go. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 plants. This pot has another few. Oh, that one was easy. Can't really see this root system, but it is a taproot going down there. The seeds that I grew from these are looking quite nice. They're still very, very small. I'm sure they'll be small for a number of years, but I'll do an update video on those very soon, probably in the next few days, because I'll have to perhaps transplant them into smaller pots rather than being in the seed tray. Okay, so wow, I didn't realize how many lithops I had here. These little guys could be an addiction because they don't need very much space to grow. So if you have an apartment and you just have a little window ledge, they grow perfectly fine in a small little pot on a nice bright sunny window ledge, and you can feel free to forget about it. You can water it a couple of times a year. It's a beautiful little plant to grow. A lot of extra soil in this one. Got root systems coming way down. It's a nice sandy mix. Come on, you little guys. Come apart. I know you like each other. You've been growing together for quite some time. These ones have been together for a few years. Let's see here. I'm being rough with them, but careful at the same time, if that's possible. I don't want to snap them from their root. Got some little tools here. Maybe I can get the soil moving. These ones don't appear to have the same type of taproot. I might be wrong. As I get closer in here, it might change. I see long roots, but I don't see that really thick carrot-like root. Looks like we're loosening up here a little bit. Come on, you guys. Come on. There we go. Yeah, see, this one doesn't have the same type of root. I wonder how this is going to go. I wonder, and I'll experiment with this another time, if I was to cut this straight down here, if it will grow another taproot, or whether the one would die. Because these are plants that have separated on their own, but they share their own taproot. So if anybody has any information on that, feel free to comment on there. I'd love to know if I could cut straight down that root, leave a little bit of the root on the one, if it will survive. I'm still relatively new with these. I've figured out how to make them survive, but I don't know all the tricks yet. Looks like these two are going to stay together as well. They're fused. That's fine. That's fine. So since most of them, except for this one that is in here, have very small root systems, I'm just going to add some more soil to the pot. Might actually put this big one in the middle. Right smack dab here. I'm being sure to plant it a little bit deeper because I don't want the soil to come right up to the edge because we're going to be adding the stones there. Got my little digging tool. You want to get that taproot down there as straight as you can. Some of them have roots that you can't obviously poke all the way down there. That's fine. Do the best job you can. Oh, they look so cute. There's so many here. Let's see if my finger will work. There we go. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit all of them in here. Trying to get them down a little bit deeper than what they were before. Because I'm going to try to get the tops of the leaves as best I can to be at the level of the stones. It's not going to be perfect, but nature isn't perfect. Well, it's perfect in its own way, but it's not uniformed. It's not. It's just all over the place. It's whatever feels right for you. So you don't need to put them in straight lines. There's another one. Oh my goodness, I have 3 left. Holy crow. I don't think I'm going to have space for these big stones that I have. Wishful thinking, I guess. Put them in there nicely. Now people are going to look and they're going to say, "What's that?" And I'll be like, "It's my rock garden. For my living stones." This one has a really big root system. See if I can spin this one sideways. Might give me some more space to work with. Come on, give me some more space. Don't give me trouble, little guys. I really thought I had more space in here. And one more. They'll stay planted in this for the next couple of years. They really don't grow very fast, as you'll find out if you don't grow them yet. It'll take them quite a number of years to go anywhere. So now we got them all planted. Make sure I got everything. Yep. I use one of their old pots. I get some of this stone. Just sprinkle this in. This will allow me to position them a little bit better if they're tipped over a little bit. In the wild, they tend to grow right in amongst the stones. So it's okay if you got your stone here and the plants come right up to the edge of the top of the leaf here. I don't know whether you can see, but I've got the stones coming right up the side of the leaf. So just the tops are showing through. Oh, they look so good. It's turning out better than I thought it was. Ooh. This one here is tipped over, so we'll just lean it over. Put some stones in the side here. Again, this is the first time I did it, so I'm okay if there's any mistakes. I'll fix it for next time. It's the fun in gardening. Trial and error. I like it. Okay. So you can barely see them in there, and that's kind of what you want. And wish I had a couple of smaller stones. Oh, I do have. Pop them in here. Oh, that's so cute. How cute is that? So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna wait about a week, and then I'll give them a water, just in case I damaged any of the root systems. It'll give the root system enough time to callus over and heal itself. And next week I'll give it a light watering. If it had drainage, I would water it quite well. But in this case, because I don't have drainage, if I give it a really good watering, it's going to get waterlogged. So from here on in, I've got to be much more careful with my watering schedule. But I will still water it. I will mist it. I'll give it all the love it needs. Again, with these guys, if you think, if you don't know if you should water, wait a week or two. These guys die by too much water more than they die from a lack of water. Again, these guys you water only for 2 or 3 months of the year. You can miss them any other time, but they really tolerate no water well. Again, depending on the area of the world you're in, you'll know better than me when your summertime is, but that's when they grow. Or sorry, that's when they look just like stones. And that's when you water them and stuff. And then in the wintertime, you stop the watering, and they produce their new growth and their flowers. And actually, they produce their flowers first, and then their new growth. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on these. And also, I will update you on the seeds that we planted a couple of months ago, and we'll transplant those. Anyway, everyone, happy growing, and hope yours will turn out like these. They're doing quite well.